have to do is hear that music and know it's a video game. And guess what? Today is National Video Game Day. What better way to celebrate than talking with the founder of the National Video Game Museum? And Kevin joins him now with more.
National Video Game Day. How exciting is that?
Oh, it's awesome. I celebrate this day every day.
I feel like for a long time I did as well. Here with Joe Santulli, by the way. Thank you so much for coming out.
Good being here again.
Appreciate it. We're here to talk video games. A new study just came out of Spain that says playing video games, kids playing video games, is actually good for a kid's brain. You think that makes sense? You buying into that?
I sure do. I mean, for many, many years, I've promoted that, eye-hand coordination was sort of born through video games.
Problem solving,
you're right. You learn a lot about logic.
Yes.
I need the red key to get the red door open, that sort of thing. It's all great cognitive stuff for kids to pick up early.
There is one problem with the study. It did say this is only if people limit their video games to 2 hours a week.
No.
Two hours a week?
That can't be right. It must be a mistake.
That's what I think, too. I think 2 hours a day, maybe.
2 hours a morning.
A morning, yeah. Two hours before noon. That's more reasonable.
I'm down with that.
Another thing that's been big lately in the gaming world, of course, Pokemon Go. It kind of came, it went, but some people think it changed the way that games are done.
Yeah, so this is called augmented reality, right?
Explain what augmented reality means, maybe if someone doesn't play Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. So, Pokemon Go and augmented reality in general just take the world around you and put a game into it or around it. So in Pokemon Go, you're on your cell phone and you're seeing these actual characters in your room or at the park, wherever you happen to be. But augmented reality is actually in a lot of things that are outside of video games. Like just last night when we were watching the Cowboys game, I was saying to my wife, like, you see those lines on the screen?
The first down line.
You see that yellow line that goes that tells them it's first down? She's like, yeah. And I go, you see that giant marker that says 1st and 10? So that's not actually on the field. And that's a typical example of what augmented reality is. It's bringing you some data or some graphics, for example, that you don't see in real life.
And putting it on, like superimposing it on a real life thing.
Right. So those guys aren't actually running over those markers at all.
Do you think that there's a new future? Are we gonna see augmented reality games? Is that gonna be the new hot thing?
That's a good question. I think what we're probably going to see more change the world of video games is virtual reality.
Okay.
So it's been around for a long time. We've talked about it. People from my generation will remember the 90s as that age where we really tried virtual reality out.
It was there when I was a kid, but it just wasn't that great.
No. Do you remember Virtual Boy?
I remember, yes.
It's all red, and you looked into this thing.
And it was
kind of hard to, And I remember Sega trying to come out with this giant headpiece that you would move your head around, and it would kind of, but it never really happened. The technology wasn't quite there yet, but now we have the technology to do it. And we've already got the HTC Vive, which is a Steam product, and we have the Oculus Rift, again, something that you can plug into your PC.
That's the one Facebook owns.
Yes, that's right. And they're fantastic products, and Sony is about to put one out for their PlayStation 4 this October. So it's a real thing, and I've experienced it, and it's really cool. And the difference between virtual reality and augmented reality is virtual reality completely immerses you in the game.
Okay.
360 degrees around you, everywhere is game. It's not looking into something that's real being enhanced, but rather a completely new world.
Okay, well, since we are celebrating games today, what is your favorite game of all time? And if you had to tell the people to pick one game to play, what would it be? Real quick.
Oh, Skyrim for the Xbox 360.
Oh, Skyrim's so good.
I love open world games. It's an open adventure. It's awesome.
Okay, I was an archer. I would take out a dragon in one shot. Final Fantasy 3 for me, by the way. Those are our favorite video games. Let's go ahead and throw it to the desk, see what their favorite video games are.
We were just asking what happened to Carmen Sandiego.
Oh, gosh.
Is that even considered a video game?